What if we could wake up every morning to a world where peace is not just a concept but a reality? Picture this, a world where the hum of harmony replaces the clamor of conflict, where understanding drowns out the noise of misunderstanding, and where love overpowers hate. It's a thought worth pondering, isn't it? Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the lush mountains of Vietnam, lived two neighboring families, the Nguyens and the Trans. For generations the families had been at odds, each blaming the other for their ancestors' mistakes. Their discord cast a shadow over the otherwise peaceful village. One day, a devastating flood swept through the village. Homes were submerged, crops were destroyed, and lives were at stake. Amidst the chaos and destruction, the Nguyens and the Trans found themselves on the same boat, quite literally. They realized that the flood didn't distinguish between them, it threatened them equally. In the face of adversity, they set aside their differences to save their village. They worked together tirelessly, building barriers, evacuating the elderly, and supplying food. It was a sight to behold. Former enemies, now allies, united by a common cause. When the waters finally receded, the village was not as it used to be. It was better. The feud between the Nguyens and the Trans had washed away with the flood. They had discovered that their survival and prosperity depended not on their division, but on their unity. This story from a small Vietnamese village is an allegory for the world we live in. It teaches us that peace is not a passive state, but an active choice. It is a choice to understand, to forgive, to collaborate, and to love. The Nguyens and the Trans chose peace over conflict and found strength in unity. They realized that the calamities they faced didn't care for their past grudges. Similarly, the challenges that our world faces today, climate change, poverty, pandemics, they don't distinguish between nations or people. Our survival and prosperity depend on our ability to choose peace and work together. Just as the flood didn't differentiate between the Nguyens and the Trans, the global challenges we face don't differentiate between us. They threaten us all equally. But if we choose peace over conflict, understanding over misunderstanding, and love over hate, we can turn these challenges into opportunities for growth and unity. To sum up, peace is not just an absence of conflict, but the presence of understanding, collaboration, and love. It's an active choice we must make every day. And when we do, we can transform our world, just like the Nguyens and the Trans transformed their village. So, the question we started with, what if we could wake up every morning to a world where peace is not just a concept, but a reality? The answer lies within us. It's our choice.